considered our second star in the game, because grand stars do count towards the star counter. For reference, in this game, there is a total of 121 stars in the game. Very odd number for the star requirement, but that is... we're going to be getting all 121. Alright, so he's going to tell you about Starbits here. Starbits are these collectibles that we've been collecting a few times already, but I just haven't talked about them up until now. You can go ahead and feed the Starbits to him. Fun fact: if you actually have 0 Starbits, then the Starbits on the side actually reappear. It's actually kind of funny how it works out like that. So I guess they try to make it so that you don't soft lock the game on your second star, which would be really bad. Alright, so let's go ahead and head over to our second mission here. Snack of Cosmic Proportions. So given that there's 121 stars, there's a lot of galaxies, and most galaxies usually contain a few stars. Instead of, unlike in Mario 64, unlike in Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine, where there's like 7 or 8 stars, and you have to revisit the worlds a lot. There's not really a lot of revisiting in this game. You will be revisiting galaxies, but it's not. This game is probably the most linear of the 3. But it still has the open world concept where you're very free to explore, and a lot of times you're very much rewarded with what you find when you go out your way out of your objective. But it's linear in the sense that you can't really do any stars out of order. Like there's not really, and it's mostly because the galaxy, like the level layout changes in every mission. So you can't really diversify different and do different stars. It's kind of unfortunate, but that part doesn't really bother me with this game. It bothers me. It tends to bother me with a lot of the modern games that come out nowadays. But in this game, like at the time that this game originally came out, I wasn't really too bothered by it because, you know, when I was younger and I was just playing games, I never really cared much about 100%ing, so it didn't really bother me that you can't go out of your way to do a different objective. All right, so now this mission really introduces what Starbits are capable of. So Starbits are our secondary collectible that you'll be getting as you go through every level in the game. Starbits are basically coins. Coins still exist, but you don't get coins as much as Starbits. Starbits allow you to, as you see out there, allow you to do things like feed hungry Lumas. That was our first hungry Luma in the game. And you want to, in this mission, you want to get 100 Starbits. What's really cool about Starbits is you can collect Starbits from a distance by simply using this little like pointer that you're seeing on screen. You can also just manually collect them, but it's much easier to just collect them with your pointer. You can also use Starbits as projectiles to defeat enemies when you are in trouble. But there won't really be a lot of opportunities where it's really that helpful, because all Starbits really do is just stun enemies, and it doesn't really do much else, really. So yeah, you won't really be seeing me use Starbits very often as weapons, and I'm collecting Starbits more so to collect them. When you collect Starbits, then it actually accumulates at the end of the level to your total Starbit count, and that total Starbit count is actually going to be very important later on in the game. Actually, kind of in a short while. And you'll see why. Oh my goodness. So you're supposed to go all the way around in order to get up to the top there, but you can just do that. The simple triple jump up there, and I kind of failed it. That's okay. Alright. In the route that I'm taking in the game, you cannot actually get enough starbits to get to you can't get enough starbits in order to use all the starbits for every single 100 win. So there will be a couple points where I will be going out of my way to farm starbits, and I'll show off. And I know some good places where you can farm starbits, so I will be doing that. For now, you just want to collect as many starbits as you can, because those are going to be very important later on. Okay. One really cool thing is in the original version, you are pointing things at this game. In this version, you don't have a sensor bar at all. The Switch does not use a sensor bar in order to utilize motion controls in this game in the Switch console. So if your pointer is ever out of place and you have to hold your controller very awkwardly in order to point at where you want to point at, there's a button on your controller where you can actually reset the pointer to recenter it, which is actually a really cool feature. When this game was first announced in Nintendo's Direct way back then, I was a little bit on the edge of how they were going to do this game because of the pointer alone, and I'm actually really happy with what they did with the pointer. You can actually, there's something cool I tried to do there, but that's okay. So that's our next boss right there, King Kaliente. There's two bosses in our first galaxy. Kind of weird, but that's just how it is. But there we go, that's our next star. Alright, so we have 4 stars already, which is pretty good progress. I'm actually liking where this is going so far. Alright, accumulate our star bits like usual. Once again, I'm not going to save the game right now. And we're now going to head up to our... since we have all the stars here for now, we're going to head over to the next galaxy. The next galaxy, which requires 3 stars in order to enter, which is the next galaxy, Honeyhive Galaxy. And the first mission is B. Mario Takes Flight. Okay. Alright, here we go. Alright, so, Honeyhive. We are put into an area called the Honeyhive Kingdom. So the Honeyhive Kingdom, the residents in the Honeyhive Kingdom are these bees. And they're pretty busy. As you can see right here, those guys are carrying around a bucket of honey. Whoa, let's not do that. That was close. I could have died. Really bad. Alright, let's head down over here now. Up to a different area, and this is our introduction to a new power-up into this game called the Bee Mushroom. So, in this game, just like in returning from Mario 64, power-ups are back. The power-ups in this game are very unique compared to Mario 64. We have the Bee Mushroom. It's essentially kind of like a wing cap, but it's not really. It's kind of a nerfed wing cap, basically. But the Bee Mushroom allows you to hover, which hovering is kind of almost certainly required in order to get to places with the Bee Shroom. Alright, let's go ahead and head over here now. And who might you be? A physician, we presume. No matter, we are in the most vexing predicament and require assistance. The most furious itchiness plagues our entire being and must be stopped. Please find the source at once. Okay, so this is where all the teenagers really get their time to shine here. It's very common for. You have shown much bravery, newbie. We trust that we rely on you in the future. Yeah. It's very common in a lot of Mario Galaxy Let's Plays that people kind of make fun of this part of the game. And I don't blame them. Ooh, hey. Oh wow, it's Mario! We escaped from Peach's castle too, but then we thought Bowser would get us, and then we got lost with Luigi? What? In this game? I just remembered we found a power star. I'm sure you need this, so here, take it. Whoa. That's awesome. Alright. And there it is. So the Toads are back. It's good to see them. I'm glad to see them okay. So we saw a good group of our friends now, which is nice to see. Alright, and with 5 stars, we now opened up a new galaxy. Mario! That is what I heard from your friends who just arrived. It has such a nice ring.
Look.
Your friends are waiting for you in the garage. I think they want to tell you something, so you best hurry on over there. Very well then, I will do that. You can talk to them. It's not really like... Yeah, they don't really have much to talk about, so I'm just not going to really bother with that. It's kind of the common trend in these 3D Mario games where the people that you talk to don't really... They contain information, but they're really easy to figure out on your own as you go through the game. But let's just move on to our next galaxy, which is... well, their next mission here in Honeyhive Galaxy, which is Trouble on the Tower. Okay. Okay. So now we have a tower this time around. Let's see what we got going on there. Alright, I'm gonna do something different here. Alright, so on slopes, if you keep spinning, then, okay, thanks phone. on slopes, you can actually just keep spinning, and you can run up slopes. You don't always do that. You can't always do that. It kind of depends on how steep the slope is, but it's a pretty useful technique in order to get to places easier. You do have to go up here anyway, so I may as well just take that path. The other path, well, it's not really that much faster than the path that you're supposed to take, since you have to go up here anyway. That was not good. Okay, there we go. So when you spin attack in mid-air, you gain extra height, which is actually important for in order to make certain jumps later on in the game. Yes, it is required sometimes, not just to take shortcuts like I'm doing, but it is required in some parts. Alright, you can fall down there, you're supposed to, but I'm instead gonna do this. And then now now guess what? I end up on the top of the tower. Whoa, whoop-de-doo. Alright, here we go. Oh! Okay, there we go. Mini-boss! So here's an enemy known as the Manibug. Bam! So you just ground pound on these guys and that's it. It's easy, super easy. The big bad Bugaboom! Oh man, these Manibugs were not happy with how it went in the last mission, so we're gonna go ahead and see what is going on here. Whenever you see these rings here, you can spin attack inside the ring and Starbits come out. It's another good way to get Starbits whenever you need them. I know it's not a lot of Starbits, but these Starbits kind of add up over the course of the game. So you want to make sure you get as many as you can. Alright, so Queen Bee says that their neighbors are Manibugs and they're causing a lot of trouble. I don't blame them. I mean, they probably weren't very happy with what I did on the tower, so maybe they want some revenge here. So let's see what happens here. Oh boy. Okay. It's ground pounding. Oh man, painful. The bosses in this game are pretty unique. Probably some of the most unique fights, in my opinion. Although these bosses are very easily predictable. It's kind of a common term in Mario games, where Mario games tend to have predictable boss fights in general. So, but they're at least creative. I like the creativity of these bosses. There we go, and that's it. That is Bugaboom defeated. That third hit is usually really hard. But if you just stand right there and prepare a backflip and a spin and a ground pound, then there we go. Okay, Honeyhive is done. So there's two different galaxies we can go to. We can go to that one, or you can go to this one. I'm going to go to this one first, Loopdeeloop Galaxy. I'm going to do things in order here, and this is considered the next galaxy. This was unlocked first, so it's considered next. So these are different kinds of galaxies right here. You'll notice that both of these galaxies are in a shape of a question mark block, and when you reveal them, then they turn into a galaxy. But galaxies that are locked through question mark blocks have an unknown amount of stars, which means it's more than a certain amount of stars that you have to get. Some of these galaxies, in order to unlock these, you either have to have a certain star requirement, or do some other mission within some of the main galaxies. In this case, you just have to get 5 stars in order to unlock this one, so it's really simple. So this is Loopdeeloop Galaxy. Introduces our first motion-based mission here, which is mana ray surfing. So the penguin kind of give us a little tutorial on how to control the manta ray, which just by simply just moving your controller around here. To newcomers of Mario Galaxy, this can be the first really difficult mission because it does take time to get used to it. But I've played this game several times in order to the point where I've pretty much gotten used to this now. So now we have to kind of test our knowledge here, our knowledge of the mana ray surfing to the best of our ability here, and that's by going around this course and surfing around here. So again, just turn your controller around or make turns, and then of course you have to accelerate as well. You can take it slow if you want, and you don't have to beat the record that you see down there, a minute and a half, as long as you just go through the course. But I'm gonna go as fast as I can, so that people who want to challenge me can challenge me. Whoa, hey there. I'll go ahead and jump over this small little gap. Oh, I didn't know that wasn't very impressive. Oh, you can actually fall down, and you can actually die at the end, and then you have to reset the whole course. It's kind of an embarrassing mistake to make every once in a while. But here we go, 59-16. If anyone wants to beat that, feel free to let me know in the comments. And link me your video of you beating me, and I will gladly watch it. We have discovered an enemy base in the region, and we can only hope they are not misusing the power of that poor Grand Star. Well, that's not good, if that's the case. Alright, but we're not interested in that. We're interested in going to the next galaxy, Flipswitch Galaxy. So here we go. The next question mark galaxy here. I don't really know what you call these. They're certainly not considered secret galaxies. I don't like to refer as that because they're not really secret if you can just go there. Really, secret is when you actually have to put an effort to find these. So I don't consider this a secret. All right. So the whole gimmick behind Flipswitch Galaxy is you have to turn all of these things. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my God! That was insanely crazy. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. This is what happens when things go pretty badly in this galaxy. But yeah, you have to turn all these into yellow. But there's a contradictory in the title of the mission. You'll see what it is. Alright, all these turn green, and that's the contradiction. We are technically painting the planet green. So, video game, get with the program.